Welcome to Simply Joy by Kristen. I'm Kristen and I'm so glad you are here. Have you ever been kind of in a rut or you just need to change things up? I was in that place, and so I decided that I was going to give myself a challenge and spice things up. And so that's what I did, and I ran with it and I had some fun. I'm also going to show you some before and afters. And there were some hiccups, but for the most part, I really enjoyed this challenge. Maybe I should do it again. I am so curious to see what you think. So you know what? Let's get started. Welcome to the first and possibly only Holiday Battle, featuring Christmas upcycles from Kristen's stash. Let's meet our opponents. First up, we have Mr. J. Frosty, a whopping 13 inches on his tiptoes. He loves strolling down a winter wonderland lane. Of course, and with a price of $1.99, it truly was melt to be. Next up, we have Gabby and Misha. Gabby is all talk and Misha is definitely in charge. This pair has a wingspan of almost 9 inches and just under a height of 8 inches. They were the color of the week, making them half off. So really, it was a hark the herald angels sold. I can't even. I just listened back to that intro and oh my goodness. I really took this challenge to heart, didn't I? Okay, let's start with the snowman. I felt like with these two pieces, the snowman and the angels, I was kind of going back to the OGs. My very first Christmas craft show, I came across some wood snowmans. I think almost identical to this one. The angels were a little different, but it just kind of brought me down memory lane of how far I have come. And so it was almost like paying tribute to the beginning of Simply Joy by Kristen. And I don't know, it's just really sweet. So I had some ideas for the snowman, but I wasn't quite sure. It started with stamping the back. I like providing interest to my pieces, and I absolutely loved the look of this stamp. This is one of the IOD stamps. Was it last year or was it the year before? I don't remember. Anyways, it is definitely a favorite and I love it. And I ended up stamping the front of the snowman as well. I would really recommend putting some background stamps in your creative stash. Now, I probably have way too many Christmas ones. Oh, wait, can you have too much Christmas? Probably not, but I probably am really close to that barrier, that line. So I found this muslin string ribbon. It actually is strips that are tied together, and I put one of the knots on the back so you wouldn't see it. I absolutely love it. I love the color, and I love that someone took the time to cut all these strips and then tie the pieces together and wind it all up into this ball of muslin strips. I absolutely love it. I'm going to be so sad when I run out. Speaking of running out, these wood snowflakes I have had for years. And when I'm saying years, I bought them when I was in college, and we are not going to talk about how long that's been, but let me tell you, it's been a hot minute. And These wood snowflakes I have slowly been using, and my stash is dwindling. So if you know anywhere that I can find something similar or the exact ones, please let me know. They are a beautiful matte white. They have just a nice thickness to them. I love how simple the snowflake design is, and I think they were just the perfect touch to this snowman. I did have another idea, however, I didn't have the supplies, and so I went with what I had, and I think he's perfect. Really, I don't know. Do the angels even have a chance? Okay, well, let's start with giving these beautiful angels a coat. I think I ended up doing about 2 coats of white paint. Originally, I thought about doing a 2-tone look, and then I changed my mind, and I was going to paint the sides. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll leave the backs, the beautiful stained wood. And then I changed my mind, and I painted it all white. Speaking of my favorite, this one is a request that I had put out there for the longest time. I wanted IOD to make a sheet music stamp, and they finally did. And this is just one of those that I absolutely love having on hand. And I not only stamped the back, I did stamp the front, and I was so excited. Like, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with these angels, and I used these transfers. I think they're from the Kitschy Christmas. Was that last year? It is definitely one of my favorite Christmas transfers that IOD has, and so I pulled them out and was so excited, and I go to put the transfer down, and then no. No. Oh, what a fail. What a fail. So that was a bump, and let's put that to the side while I think. Okay, speaking of bumps, last video I shared these, and I told you proportionally my plan, I was off. And so I finished them, and how sweet are they? I knew they had to be snowman globes. Like, I just knew it. I saw it. I made these little happy guys, and I couldn't love them more. Let's get back to the angels. I couldn't pivot. I had to fulfill the vision that I had. And so I thought maybe my problem was I didn't let the liquid patina dry enough before I applied the transfers. So I let it sit overnight, and I tried it on the other angel that I didn't ruin. And needless to say, I still struggled. It still pulled up in places. I even tried to layer things, and it just didn't go as planned. And so they ended up doing a little distressing sanding. I wasn't going to do that. It wasn't the look I wanted, but I did it. And I was like, okay, one's done. Now it's time for the second one. And I did not show all these ups and downs, but I sanded down, I painted black, I painted white, I stamped, I tried again, and it pulled up. So then sanded again, painted black again, painted white, stamped again. But before I did all of those, I brought it out and I did a clear coat of spray. I noticed that the texture between the piece and the paint was a little weird. And I'm wondering if there was something on the angels, like a stain or a wax or a finishing, that was preventing from the transfers to working. So I clear coated, then I did everything, went and clear coated again. And then when I put the transfers on, oh, it worked so beautifully. I was able to add the gold paint outline, which was my vision. And the second angel was what I wanted. But you know what? It's okay that I had some bumps and hurdles. I do love them both. They just don't go now as a pair, but that's okay. That's okay. So let's look at our opponents, and then it's going to be time for you to cast your vote. Who won the battle? As promised, I have some before and afters to share with you. I got a little carried away, more than I thought I was going to do. Some were quicker. One was even one I started last Christmas but didn't finish. A few were like, ooh, let's grab this and grab that. But the last one, she's pretty special. I had an idea and I wasn't sure if I could achieve it. So I cannot wait to share that one with you. So I'll be back to talk about that one. One favorite upcycle, especially at Christmas time, are these wood snowmen. I've picked them up in the past and I've flipped them and I absolutely love whatever I come up with. And so when I was looking for my battle pieces, I saw this one and I was like, oh, people have been posting, the paper mache vintage looking Halloween, and then I started to see Christmas ones and I was like, can I take wood and clay and the DIY frosting and create that look? And I had so much fun creating her. I love how she turned out. I used things that I already had. Like, I did it with all of these. Like, all of this is things that I already had, and I love how they each turned out. I hope you enjoyed the holiday battle. Maybe some of you are like, hey, go back to your day job. Oh, wait, this is... Well, if you think I should do the holiday battle again, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Hello, friend. Just a sweet reminder that my next video will be in November. Mind-blowing, right? Crazy? Surreal? But I will be here Friday, November 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you'll come back. Maybe it's another battle. Maybe it's something else. Who knows what I'll come up with, right? Anyways, I really truly hope that today's video inspired you, encouraged you, reminded you to creatively play, create for yourself, have fun, find the joy in creating, all those warm and fuzzies that can come when you are just enjoying what you're doing. I, again, so thankful you are here, and I'll see you next time.